Big Shook, Big Shook. It's really real right now.
Mr. DL.
2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Who's off?
Yes, yes. We are here.
We are
Danger
here.
Zone Podcast.
Episode 35. It's crazy because I think about when we, like, in the early part of starting it out and shit, and then it was snowing and me coming in. I mean, them days just went by, like, you know, and we here. 35, man. It's
35
dope.
weeks, yeah.
It's dope, man. Blessed, too. We
great.
blessed, you know what I'm saying? Yo, what's good with you, man? What's good? Anything this week? What's happening?
This week, man, hopefully by the time this airs, my next documentary will be out.
Oh, yeah?
It is the Cultivators Cup documentary. It's about what goes into making a $500,000 concert.
Mm-hmm.
And it stars Busta Rhymes, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Griselda, Redman, Method Man, and Cypress Hill.
That shit sounds interesting, man. That should be something to check out, man, you know? Y'all make sure you check that out, you know? Other than that, you know, you got any stories this week or what's poppin'?
There's a lot of stories. I want to kind of start with the one you were talking about, the Pat Stay one.
Oh, yeah,
So what was going on with that?
I mean, Pat Stay, I hear that during his funeral, he played the disc, the game disc. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know I went back. During the Pat Stay funeral, it was soundtracked. His funeral was soundtracked by the game disc that he had. Imagine that. That's kind of wild. But, you know, someone else probably in the family or something had to be behind it, you know, to do something like that.
Definitely.
Stay's game disc bled over the speakers and lended some comedic relief, which I guess has a twist to it because, I mean, since we've been doing the show, we've heard of a funeral where they stood the dead person up in the club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now they got this one right here where dudes playing, you know, having some comedy value of it. And that's because they're just trying to celebrate life, too, of the person. So I get it. Because it is a somber affair, the person's gone. But, you know, at that point, if you can keep, you know, laughing on people laughing or feeling good about this individual, you know, that's part of the legacy anyway that sticks with you. Rest in peace, Pat Stay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And your legacy lives forever.
You see Nelly taking credit for the popularity of Air Force Ones?
Nah, but he might be right. No.
You think so? Yeah.
Yo, well, this is why.
Interesting.
When I first started going to New York, as far as like on this professional music level, Gordon Franklin, Biggest Gore, shout out to Biggest Gore, he always had on the Air Force Ones. And I just came home, you know, and I came out to start coming out to New York, and I was like, damn, what's up with them shits?
Yeah.
They were plain, white, whatever, but he always had a crisp pair. He had it more than everybody around. He had them shits, and all the time. And then when Nelly came out, you know what I'm saying? Like, people had the actual name to them shits. Because at first, like, I probably couldn't even told you that Gordon had on Air Force Ones.
Oh, you didn't?
You know, that, I mean, I was in jail for 3 years, came home, and he got these white joints when I finally, you know. And then he made a song out of it. And then, you know, it's like Run DMC and then with Adidas. They didn't invent it, but they brought that attention to it.
They definitely did.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, no question. So yeah, he might be right. He might have called it. I'll give him a little credit. You know what I'm saying? And I also give him credit for having that little kid diddly in his song that made it popular. Down, down, baby, down, down. I said, yo, when I first heard that and seen that, I was like, oh, that shit is corn. But then I understood what it was too. Like, it was catchy, dancey. You know, they was attracted to him. You know, it came. So boom, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't mad at it, but I mean, it was just real. That started probably the start of the ringtone type shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like 100%,
the ringtone. Did you have popular ringtone?
I think I might have had a couple, but people would tell me that wasn't something I caught up with.
Yeah.
As far as you mean, people playing my joint.
Yeah, like I had a ringtone. It did okay for like my level of artist. It did okay. It was interesting to know that when someone's phone rang somewhere in Idaho, my song was playing. I always thought that was kind of cool. You know what I mean?
I mean, I even heard my shit. People ran up to me playing it like, "Yo, shoot, look."
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's
so
cool.
you know, it was cool. You know,
like, thanks for the nickel, buddy.
Yeah, you know,
Thanks
whatever works. Also, Fat Joe explains how Big L damaged his relationship with Mace. That shit was foul. Fat Joe has recalled how Big L hurt relationship with Mace one night at the legendary New York City venue, The Tunnel. Tunnel was my spot too. We already talked about that, but every time I went to New York, me and Guru, we was up in there, but so wasn't all the other rappers.
Yeah, it was one. The Tunnel and D&D were the two places I never got to experience that I wanted to experience.
The Tunnel was definitely an experience. Every single time you stepped in there, you never knew who you was going to see or how you was going to vibe or who was going to pop. So, but it was never really problematic or nothing. It was dope. It was always the vibe was dope. The Bronx rapper Don Cartagena recently guested on Mike Tyson's Hot Box podcast alongside Angie Martinez while reflecting on their memories of the Tunnel. Yeah, that's some shit I love to speak on too, man. But like I said, the Tunnel was it. He said, one time I got set up, rest in peace, Big L. He comes up to me in the Tunnel. He's like, yo, Crack, come bring your niggas. I got some beef. He remembered. So we come, Big L's our brother, you know, digging in the crates. Shout out to digging in the crates too.
Oh yeah.
When I come up, it's fucking Mace. He's arguing with Mace. They from the same block. I'm like, I was out with Mace the night before at Puffy's studio. Mace was looking at me like I was the greatest snake ever lived. He's like, for real? I'm sitting there with you and it's my crew, and L was like, we'll fuck you up right now. We don't give a fuck. It's whatever. Fat Joe added. Big L turned to him and asked, right, Joe? and he said, with the awkward nod of his head, I don't think Mace ever trusted me again in my life. And after that, he said, that shit was foul. Well, it's kind of wild because sometimes people can just put you in shit. I remember Kevin Lyles, speaking of Kevin Lyles, he flew me out there, man. We had a meeting at Def Jam. I don't remember exact year, but it's when the Dr. Dolittle soundtrack 2, Dr. Dolittle 2 was coming out. So he's having meetings with cats that are trying to get on. That's when he was still going to offices and having meetings. And he's like, yo, I remember him just saying to one, well, yeah, I'm not really, feeling what this is. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good or whatever. That's the type of conversation. Yeah. And he's like, right, Suge? Like, Suge, what you think? Like, he put me in the shit. I'm sitting over there in the cut. But people know me too because the popularity is such at the time. So people knew, like, yo, what's up? They dapped me. But he had like 3 meetings talking to artists while I'm sitting there. While he got me involved. And I got my persona at that time where people probably like, oh, they Suge thought it was whack too. Or that, you know what I mean? So
you find that to be uncomfortable?
For me?
Not necessarily. I know you're not uncomfortable giving your opinion, but do you find that being uncomfortable doing it to your peers in an office setting? Like,
I mean, so here's where we are, right? I believe if something was fire or I thought it was dope or whatever, something like that, I'm gonna say so. I'm gonna say it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be like, yo, nah, fuck that. That shit's fire.
No one ever cares when you say that shit's fire. Like, no one ever gets mad when you say that shit's dope. But
because I'm saying if someone says something that's negative about it, something, I think it's fire, it's hot, then I'm gonna speak up. So it ain't like this shit was on full, it was dope, I guess. But I'm not there for that. Yeah. I'm there because I got my own meeting with him.
Yeah.
But we're more having it like, on some gangster type shit. When I mean that, I'm not saying Kevin Lyles is a gangster, but it was like we're more having a conversation. He's telling me this is what happens if you come on Def Jam. This was what could happen, the good and the bad, pros and cons type shit.
Music business kind of gangster.
What he was trying to do, it was smooth though. And we talking, and then he came up with a situation, and and it was for us to move forward. As you know, I never came out of Def Jam, so that didn't work out on my tip. But Kevin Lyles was always respectful. We had like I said, a good meeting, a good time. Still rocking. So
was that a goal of yours to be on Def Jam?
Nah, not really. It was just to be on, which I was on.
My high school yearbook says to be a music producer for Def Jam Records.
My shit was probably my high school shit probably said an NFL player.
Okay.
And also a singer or whatever.
Oh, nice.
Because I always wanted to be both.
Yeah, because rap wasn't really popping as much.
I started doing that at 15.
Rap?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it was, yeah.
But once I got in, I would have been like, yo, doing everything. Because that's how I entertainer and play, be an entertainer and play a pro sport. That's what I used to think. So. But life, man, took that roller coaster, boy.
Hey, at least one of them worked out.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, you did play some football too, so they both worked out.
Well, yeah, I did. But man,
now your son might be the fucking second coming.
It could be. He might be the first coming because, man, he already went further than me. Respect to him, man. Shout out to my son, Tremaine.
So speaking of Fat Joe, he came out today and he recalls a moment where he got high and ended up naked in the street. Did you hear that?
Only thing
Fat Joe has opened up about the one time he smoked weed and said he got so. I don't even know how to read the rest of this interview. Fat Joe. That don't happen when you smoke weed. You smoke something else. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, something was in there.
I'm not even going to read the rest of that article. Yeah. Like, Smokey in the Friday when he thought he was smoking weed, but he was smoking angel dust.
Yeah.
You know that was supposed to be Be Real, that character?
Yeah?
That was supposed to be Be Real, yeah.
He could have probably been believable. I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know. He acted in Who's the Man. He had a couple lines in that, but I never saw him in anything else.
Nah.
He was what was it? When they were taking the test to be the cop, he was one of the guys in the room.
Right?
Yeah, Be Real. But that was the only time I've ever really seen him act. So I can't say if he would have been good or would have been bad. But I would have liked to see him either way because it's Be Real.
Right.
And I don't know the other dude. So, but yeah, shout out to Fat Joe. I'm not going to read that story, Fat Joe, that you did not smoke weed that time. You smoked. Maybe you thought you were smoking weed.
Yeah, he probably.
You know what I'm saying?
Never know shit. I see my now. I don't know. May could have been a little hash in it, but I remember.
That's still weed though.
I remember. Yeah, I remember years ago. I might have told you when we went to Christiana. That was out there in Europe.
You're talking to Bobo.
Everybody went. He knew about it. We told you it was like a little town. It seemed like hippies.
The dogs lived there.
Yeah, dogs. Everybody. And I remember the dudes had those big. A bowl be like right here, but then the whole stem shit is like some huge shit.
Yeah.
Right? Or chocolate bar, family chocolate bar size of hash.
Oh, yeah.
And put it in there and the shit kind of melted.
The bubble hash.
Yeah, and it goes up. And he had it mixed with weed. Our boy Room. Shout out to Room, man, if you still out there doing it. You know what I'm saying?
He lived out there?
In the Netherlands, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was his shit.
Oh, that's where that place is? The Netherlands?
Yeah.
I must have missed
out
that.
Out there somewhere, Christiana. So, I remember Jason, Special Teams, all us went. I have a picture up there, too, of me, whatever. I actually seen people in different parts of my life that went out there. It was like, yo, I seen your picture out there. They weren't even fans. They just knew me on some other shit. But I told everybody, I said, listen, don't be smoking all that shit hard body because you'll be fucked up. Right? And so dudes don't listen. Like, this is over in Europe. They chilling there at this spot. Never seen this before. So then I remember, man, my man, shout out to Jay Storm, took some big-ass hits. Right, motherfuckers, I seen everybody pulling out shit. I'm nice because I'm knowing how to, chop that, take my little whatever, And then all of a sudden there was a dog. It was mad dogs. Dogs hung out on their own. There was a dog kind of far in the cut. And Jason said, yo, man, listen, I'm not saying it's like when you told me don't smoke like that. He said, I'm not really high like that. But, yo, look at that dog way over there. Look like he's talking, right? I said, oh. I said, oh, he really said that. That's my man. And I said, yo, and I knew he was lit because I'm telling you, this shit was like pure. I think even the air, the air had to be like just infested with like weed all day. Yeah. That's how much shit was smoked. But that shit had him lit.
Man, I'd pay so much money to get high like that.
Man, if you went to, you could live there.
Yeah, I would love that.
Because I don't know.
Like that first high, like that first time you really get stoned, like, man, I would love to be able to get high like that again. Like when you came home after 3 years and smoked the first time, did you get fucking lit?
Well, no.
Do you remember?
Because I was smoking weed in there. So
yeah,
the shit was.
That sucks. Yeah. Well, not suck, but I mean.
Yeah, the shit. So I.
Sucks for my point.
Nah, but I know what you're saying.
Hold on, someone's calling.
Yeah, who calling, man?
Oh, positive K.
Oh, I'm not trying to hear that.
Brought to you by Green Thumb Gorillas and Hectic 978. Find him on Instagram. Green Thumb Gorillas offer top shelf cannabis, hash, flower, oil, and cartridges. Find them easily on social media and follow them. Many celebrity hip-hop clients have enjoyed Green Thumb Gorillas cannabis, and so can you. Instagram and Facebook, Green Thumb Gorillas and Hectic 978.
What this nigga got to do with me? You know what it is? Yo, Danger Zone Podcast, episode 35 with Mr. DL,
Yay.
Big Suge, And third mic is Chef Tanya Cole. I think she's in the cut chefing somewhere.
Yeah.
But today we got my man, you know what I'm saying? 1,000 grand, the legendary. What your man them got to do with me or anybody I know? You know what I'm saying? My man, Positive K. You know what I'm saying? What's up, brother? Long time. I know.
So funny.
I know that shit made me want to clap too. Fuck it, I'm clapping too.
That was one hell of an introduction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. What's good with you, man? How you?
Oh man, no complaints. You know, my father said, man, I can't complain even though I could, but it's all right.
Yeah, no question, no question. People say complaining is like, I mean, ain't nobody listening. So you know what I mean?
Nobody listen.
Nah, man, that shit. Complaining is like sitting on sandpaper naked. That shit is you know? that bullshit hurt. That shit like what? Anyway, so listen, can you give the people a quick synopsis? You know what I'm saying, on some who might not know what I know. You know what I'm saying, like where you came up, you jumped off at, and you know, just bring us up to date, kind of like right now. You know.
Oh man, I'm like, you know, I'm Mr. Make It Happen, Mr. What Your Man Got to Do With Me, Mr. Get It Done, Mr. I'm Not Having It, Mr. What Your Man Got to Do With Me.
Not me. I hear you. So,
you know, I started out, man. You know, I was born up in the Bronx, man. Started out, and when you're born in the Bronx, man, I think it's just hip hop's in your DNA code. You know what I'm saying? I lived across the street from Echo Park. You know, my mom's dad worked, man, so my grandmother used to watch me in the day. And you know, and I just go there and run through the park, man, climb those rocks. In the evening time when it got dark, they start pulling the speakers out and the turntables out, and I'm sitting there watching the whole thing. Luckily, I was around people like Busy B and Grandmaster Caz and Melly Mel, everybody who was, you know, those guys who was like the founders of this whole thing. Right. They out there plugging it in, putting the microphone in, you know, flash on the turntable, getting it ready, chicken, you know, getting everything set up. Right, man, it was just so energetic to sit there and watch it and to hear it and to feel it. You know, the brothers, they got the little tray bag, they roll it up. You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is. Yes, sir.
You know, you see the Kangos, I mean, in raw form, before LL, all that, you know?
Right.
You know, you see the Playboys, the British Walkers, everything, you know? Right. You know, you smelling the champagne cologne all in the air because everybody running around with that on, you know?
Yeah, no question. So
you know, and you know, that's what it was, man. You know, I was done after that. After I experienced that, and I heard the music, and you know, I heard I Can't Stop probably for the first time, and Catch a Groove. I was done. You know what I'm saying? I heard Catch a Groove was still my favorite break. When I heard that, I was finished. So I pursued, man, hip hop. You know, and I ran into some of the dudes, Mike and Dave from Harlem. They were down with the Crash Crew. They were putting out independent records and whatnot, and I was just trying to make songs with this dude from Queens. His name was Sweetie G. And he went out there, man. We did some songs together.
His name was who?
Sweetie G.
Sweetie G.
Queens of Sweetie G is the place to be.
Oh.
Yeah. New York. That's how he used to break that.
That's just crazy, Sweetie G.
Yeah, he was a singing rapper dude. You know, he used to sing a lot, man. You know, and but he used to spit crazy, man. He was like the only dude I think coming out of Queens that was holding it down. You know. I mean, he battled a lot of people. Mo D, he battled Stevie D. I mean, Money was nice off the top of the head. He would rhyme for like days and whatnot, you know. But, you know, I was his protege, man. He was looking out for me, trying to do things. And he called me up and said, Mike and Dave wanted to see me because I had this song called Getting Paid. They was dropping this compilation, and they wanted the song. They thought it'd be a good idea and a good fit for the compilation to make my song Getting Paid. And the compilation was called Cash Money. Fast Money. It's called Fast Money. And I made my first record. And on the flip side, this other dude I met, his name was Rob Bass, and he made his first record. You know what I'm saying? And that was wild. That was the summer of '85, baby. Right. That was the summer of '80 Fizzles. You know?
No question.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's right, Built Power, man. I was out there, man, rocking it. And, you know, it wasn't a really big record, but I remember when Mr. Magic played it for the first time. You know, I stayed around, I think, about 2 or 3 weeks straight, waiting, head of the speaker like this.
No question. Pop my shit.
And it was like, world prevail. I was like, man, yeah, I knew I had to go hard after that, man. I was caught. And after that, I went to look for managers and other producers. And I used to call Def Jam all the time. And this lady named Heidi Smith, she hooked me up. She said, look here, man, you've been calling me every day. She said, go call this dude. His name was Lumumba Carson. I think he can help you. So I called Lumumba Carson, and happened to be that he was the son of the activist Sonny Carson. You know, that's right. The education of Sonny Carson. That was his son.
You know what it is.
Yeah, that's right. So Lamumba Carson was my first manager. I was his first artist, and he got me a deal with First Priority. Now, later on, I knew him as Lamumba, and I still do. Well, you know, all praise to the brother. And I mean, but he turned into the guy y'all know now as Professor X, the overseer.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. So he was managing me, then he started managing King Son, and then Just Ice, and then he was managing Sir Abu for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And we had, it was all the gods. You know what I'm saying? All the gods was together.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So they took me over to First Priority, and they wanted to sign me with you know, he wanted to drop 3 records at one time. He wanted to drop his Sons, which was Audio 2, and he had another female rapper called MC Light. And then he said he wanted to add me to the roster, and he wanted to drop my joint. So, you know, went and dropped the records, man, and it was historic after that. I mean, that's when Top Billin hit the ground. You know, Cram to Understand You hit the ground. You know, my song wasn't as hot as all of theirs. I had a song called Quarter Grand Pam, and that didn't bang as much. But I was there doing a lot of writing in the beginning. I came over there as a writer. So that's when I used to see Guru and Primo. That's when I first met them cats over at Shlomo's. We used to go to the Slow-Mo's in Brooklyn and record.
Yeah, I remember Slow-Mo. I heard of him because
we used to go. Yeah, that was it. That's crazy. Me and Guru became friends, and Primo, and we was all just young, trying to come up and get some money. You know, I remember when Guru came down from the Bean. When he first popped in, we was at the Club World. I never forgot him because he had a suit jacket on, and I was like, God damn! Oh, we got the suit jacket on, the hat on, and everything. I'm like,
that's my dude. We used to do that.
Yeah, that was my guy.
Do that,
that was my guy.
You know, we used to do that together and shit, man. That's just wild. Young, you know.
Yeah. Young cats doing it. Yeah.
We was like,
so, you know, and we could go to the World and meet at the World all the time. He used to call me up and say, "You going to the World tonight?" Yeah, I'll be there. We used to meet down there, link up, man, drink, you know. We had good nights, man. We had great nights. We laughed a lot, man. A lot of laughter. But those songs dropped, man, and they got big. And I just didn't really feel, you know, the love around that company, even though I wrote a lot of stuff. We did a lot of historic things. I think the first Party Duet was made with me and MC Light. Right. You know, we did that together. I'm Not Having It. And I dropped some good records. Step Up Front was over there, which was used by Primo and Tupac. Step up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no question.
That was that joint. And then a good combination. And we did that compilation album, Basement Flavor, which out of 15 songs, I probably wrote about 13 of them. You know? So I was doing that, man, you know, and I was happy to be there, but I just didn't feel the love that Light was getting and Audio 2 was getting.
Right.
And yeah. So I started doing shows, man. I was doing a lot of shows, moving around, seeing a lot of people. And then I bumped into Big Daddy Kane, and you know, we was like brothers from another mother, man. We just got tight like that. And it was like, ever since we met, we was running like every day. Like, yo, what you doing, man? Come on, let's go to Brooklyn. Let's go, we're going to Harlem. Then we going here, let's do there. I'm doing this show, man. Why don't you come out in the middle of the show and spit some joints? So it got to a point, Kane said, yo, you want to leave, man? I got your back. So I said, man, you don't get no better than that, because Kane was he was top of the food chain at that moment.
Right,
you know?
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. Chain Daddy.
So he brings me in, man. He takes me on the road, and I'm coming out in the middle of the shows, and that was wonderful. And next thing I know, I come over to the crib one day, and this other dude is up in there, and it's Jay-Z. You know, I'm like, hey, what's Hawaiian Sophie doing in here? You know what I'm saying?
Of course, right? Yeah.
You know, I'm like, what are you doing? And he said, nah, Money nice, man. He good now. He gonna start rocking with us. I said, what? He said, yeah, he gonna start rocking with us, man. So he started going on the road with me and Kane and all of us, and Kane would have us come out in the middle of the show and, you know, and rap. So, you know, and Kane was like, yo, whoever gets the biggest applause tonight, come out tonight, man, gets to go last. You know, because you always want to go last when you with the squad of people. You want to, like, you the best, so I go last. You know?
No question.
So me and Jay were going whatnot. Jay went first the first night. After that, I was going last all the time.
Right.
You know?
Okay. You know what I'm saying?
So it was fun. We was brothers, but it was always competition.
No question.
Especially with Kane, because he would mess with us. He'd be like, yo, man, yo, Paz, man, I don't think Jay respect your skills. Say what? You know?
Right.
You know? And then he go to Jay and say, yo, man, I mean, you know, he keep bringing up that Hawaiian Sophie, man. I don't think Paz got no real respect for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So me and Jay be on the tour bus rhyming for hours, just going there, just going there.
I'm sure, man. Everybody got man, trying to protect what's yours type shit, but your space, man, with that hip hop. But so when did you get to the part where, you know, when the song popped, completely, you know, what your man got to do and all that. Like, what
let me tell you what it was. He was in the joint.
That
So
shit boom.
Kane is like, yo, let's start working on some songs for you. So I'm ready to work on these songs, and he said, what you got? So I pulled the song out, and I was like, yo, this is the backup for I'm Not Having. This was the sequel, you know? And he was like, let me hear it. So he was doing it. He was like, yo, that's crazy. He said, let's do that. Let's go with that right now. So he was getting ready to go do it. And I was like, man, well, I got to find me a female. But I did it for light, so I referenced it. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I usually do it. Like I do the both joints.
Right.
And Kane was like, nah, leave it like that. I said, I'm not leaving it like that. What's wrong with you? I'm not leaving it like that. So we was on the Synclavia system back in this place in Queens.
Right.
Like Forest Hills or something. It was this studio we used to go to, and it was real digital. So Kane was messing with the sounds for a minute, like pitching the voice up and everything and all of that. And I remember he was like, yo, it's dope. I was like, Kane, nah, man, don't do it. Let's not do it. And I remember Freddie Fox walked in, because he used to always run with us all the time. Freddie Fox walks in, right? Bumpy walk in the joint, he's like, yo, who the chick? Kane said, see, I told you.
Wow, that's crazy.
So we went with it, man, you know. I kept on tweaking it until I couldn't even hear it anymore. And it was just like, boom. He was like, yeah, let's go with that. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go with that. So me and Big Daddy Kane, that was Kane. He gave me the alley-oop on that. And he's like, man, I'm telling you, you better do this. Right. You know, so.
I know it's
Did anyone tell you that before they knew it was you that, oh, that bitch sounds bad, man? Who?
I used to say her name was Keisha from Brooklyn. That's I went with that for a long time.
Oh.
I think the first person who broke the news on that was Mr. C. I don't know why he did that. I'm still a little tight with C.
You know why he did that, but go ahead.
I don't know why he tried to do that, but you know, I sense a little, you know. I'm like, yo, C, man, why would you do that?
Yeah,
you know,
put the fruit pie out there. But go ahead. Hey, I'm not trying to keep that, G. You know what I'm saying? You know that ain't a real woman.
Yeah, well, you know, you had to do that, though.
Nah, I know, man. Damn.
So people respected it. You know, it was more genius than, you know, than anybody said anything about it. That's genius, bro. That was just some genius. It was a genius move. You know what I'm saying? And
such a big record to the point where, like, motherfuckers and the generations of people and fans now in this generation know that record. They all know that record still. You play that shit real quick. You know, I see these young motherfuckers, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
It's a timeless rap record.
Yeah, it's definitely timeless, man. Yeah. But when you perform that though, did you used to have a track with the chick voice or?
No, I never wanted to do that because I couldn't. It felt like it had me stuck. It was too generic. You know what I'm saying? It was like I had to stick to it. I needed to move and, you know, hey, hold up, stop. You know, and, you know. So I used to bring females in. I used to have like 3 at one time. I had chicks on the payroll for like 2 years.
Oh shit, yo, just say
I was paying them weekly. They were getting salary, they're getting checks. Because I was working so much, I was just going in and coming back 3 days out of the week. I was on the tour bus. Yeah. So I used to come on the payroll, just like, hey, time to go to work. You know what I'm saying? If I work 2 times a week, you got your full salary. You know, if I work 10 times, you got your salary. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
that's cool shit.
Did you catch any flack from any of your peers for when they found out about that?
Nah, because nobody really found out until maybe 10 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, so I mean, then did you get any flack for it?
Nobody knew that. Nobody knew anything about that day.
Yeah, nobody knew nothing but Mr. C.
No, I'm sorry. I mean, when.
Yo.
Hey man, hey, you know,
I know something.
Whatever there, like I said, C is still family.
Yo, he cool for real. But he was family, like, man. He was like, I know something you don't know, dude. And you was like, hold up, wait. Nah, but see, he was always good with us, man. You know,
yeah. I never forgot. I was in the car riding. I was in the car riding. He was like on Hot 97, I think, Old School at noon or something like that. I'm in the car going to Harlem or something. And he like, yo, y'all don't know this, but let me tell you. I'm like, yo, why would you do that? Why? I mean, you ain't had, listen, you had no right to do that.
That's it made him feel good. He felt like, yo.
Yeah, like, you know.
I'm going to release myself. So he said, I'm going to release myself so I can know myself. No, my fuck.
Yeah, but don't put me in that corral.
No, I know. Hey, yo. I know. Hey, listen. I know, son. Hey. Yo, I'm just saying because it's funny, like, cause you was like, you could have sat up here and named anybody in the world.
It's probably the anthem. It's probably the anthem in that community.
Mr. C is the one who told you. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You like, I'm not trying to hear that, B.
I'm not trying to hear that.
He said it's not him. They both the same.
But shout out to C, man.
It was
he
dope.
called me up on my birthday in August. Yeah. He was like, I just want to make sure your birthday's right because I want to shout you out on the show. And I said, oh, man, yo. But he calls me every year and say, yo, man, what's your birthday? See good people, man. Just living this life.
I'm not
doing this thing, man.
I know, man. When I came to New York, man, and I had just recently came home, and when I got out that way, yeah, he was everybody was always loved. So like even me meeting you, so like everybody around that era. I tell people a lot of time on these shows, a lot of these rappers that were doing things then, and then ascending, you were knowing them already. You know, before something, even K Solo back then and all that. You were knowing motherfuckers already before that record.
That's right.
Pop.
Yeah.
Because you remember records used to pop.
Yeah,
it wasn't really about the album. It was like that record would pop, pow. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Was like, oh shit, who is that? You know what I mean? So that's that era because they were still doing singles heavy.
Yeah.
So it was like, yo, you was always, Then dudes started thinking somebody told them they was Mona Lisa or somebody, and they thought they had to make like artistry, like whole. They went another direction instead of the singles were being more raw, and you could have put them together like that. But that's why they hit like that shit right there. You performed this year?
Almost definitely. I've been working so much, man. I'm tired. I had to take off a couple of weeks. I'm exhausted.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's beautiful.
I'm really exhausted, man. I've been doing, I've been doing a lot of stand-up comedy and stuff like that now too. And it's like it's back and forth. So I'm doing a lot of shows, man. I mean, I stay on the road, man. I stay working.
I was like I said, I peep shit from afar. You know what I'm saying? And how did you like? I'm probably asking this question more for people than me because I be on some shit like having some funny shit with with peoples or whatever for years. So, but how did you say like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna step up on this mic and try to get my funny off. Because the reason why I say that is because people don't know. That should be the hardest shit to do. Like
for real.
You could be around your boys and everybody all day. But then when it comes to I gotta stand up here and make motherfuckers laugh. You know what I mean? For real, not cause motherfuckers will silence the lamb if your shit ain't funny.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely.
Your shit'll be
they will let the crickets loose on you, baby. The crickets will come.
And you stand up there probably like, damn.
Comedy's hard, man.
And you got to finish the show. Anyway, you got to finish the show. So it's like, because I joke and have fun and shit like that and laugh and snap, whatever. Motherfuckers really got to be like funny, like to me.
Two different things. It's two different things.
If not me, if they not to me, then I be on some, I be like, yo, this motherfucker's unfunny ass. You know what I mean? I say, yo, and after the show.
And it's a lot of real famous guys who are not really.
Let me tell you. Hey, let me tell you, bruh. Years ago, and I probably said it before, but I'm in Canada. You know what I'm saying? Jamie Foxx was there. You know what I mean? And I'm Snapdragon, like, so I'm like for years. Anybody in the cruise will tell you.
Now,
like,
I know your whole squad. I know that.
Hey, yo, dude had on clogs back then. I'll never forget. And I just
wear clogs.
I just told him. I basically was like,
clogs. Okay.
Yeah, I should have gave him an apple and some foil socks because I roasted the shit out of him after that. Yo, and dude was sitting there calm as shit. They should have been turning that nigga like this because I'm telling you, dudes around, Premier, everybody around, no, I was airing shit out. But then that's when I started noticing. I got a song where I talk about like I realized this is show, not real. Like, so you know what I mean? Then I started saying, okay. Cats ain't really funny like that behind the scenes. You know what I mean? So, funny. Listen.
I think. Oh, go ahead.
No,
and listen,
real quick.
Like I tell people that you gotta have thick skin. If you hung around like like us, like you, if you was back there with Guru and D&D, and you walked through, the heat got turned up on you. You know what I'm saying?
No question. The heat was fire.
You walked through that hallway, baby.
Listen. I told motherfuckers like, yo, funny shit is real. Like motherfuckers turn it off and on. That's some other shit. But if you funny, you funny. Even like when I said about the Three Stooges movie, I seen the Three Stooges movie. The movie, the crazy
movie is dope.
It was so serious and deep. Like when you thought like these clown ass motherfuckers, but that movie was like about their life.
Oh, the documentary.
Yeah, it was a real movie.
They were living a real life.
And then I told you, like, I think I had told him previously that motherfuckers laughed their ass off on it, but they was physical comedy dudes.
Yeah.
And your man, every time they got paid, Fat Ass Curly used to spend all his money on hookers and liquor. You know what I mean? And they go find his ass in the brothel. You know what I mean? And the whole house take his ass back. So one time he was in the shopping plaza, like where they shop at or whatever. This is a movie too. And the kids came up and straight doinked him in the eyes. Right? This is some real, like, he is some real life shit. They doinked him in the eyes, punched him in the stomach. Like, they're laughing and shit. He like, yo, that shit hurts. Like, when you see the movie, this shit is like crazy. Cause I'm saying these kids, you know, but we talking about years ago.
Yeah.
But they thought like this shit is real. And it's like you in the mall right now, and motherfucker just come up and doink your eyes and punch you in your stomach. You know what I mean? Don't let them have a motherfucking drill. Hey, don't let them have no drill. You gotta have a whole. Yeah, the motherfuckers was doing some shit. But it was a deep movie though. Anybody ain't never seen it. That Three Stooges shit is whoa. That shit's deep.
But you know what gets me though? Let me tell you this, man. As I've been going through, you know, messing with comedians and stuff like that, dogs. Let me tell you, it's not much different than the rap game. Let me tell you this: they fight more than rappers.
Oh yeah.
They also, comedians are some thieves, man. You know,
oh, shit.
They some thieves because they don't expect to see you in the same place that way. Because they'll go and tell the jokes in a little small room over here, and you know, and make it out to the night. You know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. And they'll do something always similar to your premise. Not for word, but like,
right.
You know, you wasn't talking about that until you see my set.
No question.
You know,
that's like rap.
Now they going. You know,
but
that's what it is. But you know, and it makes me laugh now because I see some rappers that they're trying to follow it. And like you said, man, it's like boxing. You don't play with that.
Nah.
You just don't get one day and say, okay, I'm going to the comedy stage. Yeah, I'm gonna do some comedy shows.
No question.
You know, so I said, yo, go ahead. I was talking to my partner, Zooman Miller, one of the funniest comedians I know. He closes to Cat Williams. Mm-hmm. He goes before Cat Williams goes on. Mm-hmm. You know, and very funny guy. And I'd be like, I said, man, you see what's happening? He said, Paz, check this out. The comedy stage will purify itself. Trust me, you don't have to worry about it. No. He said, everybody wants to, because they see you doing something. He said, let them go.
Right.
Let them go.
Right. I get you 100%, man, for real. But still you just dropped the single, right?
Yeah, I got the joint. I Get It Done. Get It Done is out, which I really love a lot. And another song called Nobody. It's kind of imaging the old school single. You know, I used to put out two joints together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Maxi single.
Yeah, I wanted to do that. So
that's dope, man. Shit. So that's what's buzzing around now.
It's buzzing. It's just started. Matter of fact, we start working at the top of next week. I just kind of released it, let the DJs get it to kind of warm up so everybody can have it in their hands. And now I'm starting going with the campaign right now. So by next week, start really feeling it move around and buzz. But yeah, it's number one on a lot of little underground charts right now. It's number one. It's number one on the Hip Hop Gods.
Right.
Couple of other DJs, man, it's like they're rocking it, whatnot. DJ Gates, a lot of guys, a lot of dudes are spinning and burning it right now, man. It's getting a lot of love, but like I said, you'll feel the pressure in a minute, though.
No, well, I'm glad, because I'm glad the pressure's there, because, I'm up in the lab with Preem for real. Like, I'm 7 deep. I'm 7 deep, so my shit, I got
ouch.
I got a couple of joints, right?
You got a bob and weave, though. You bobbing and weave.
I got a few joints with my man DL, too, so we got some. The pressure, I felt the pressure, man, when I first said, I'm going to call my man Positive K and say, what's good? And he was like, he was all Hollywood. I'm getting my pedicure and hands done right now. Can you call me? I can't make it. It's my birthday. Yo, I hollered my man again. He said, what's up? Oh, bro, I'm down. I said, yo, wait a minute. I said, but he cool with me. I'm going to call him again. And he said, it can't be. Today's my physical, bro. I said, you know what? Positive K. We had them Positive K dolls over here. We used to throw them shits up. Pull. Yo,
had the voodoo dolls out.
Yo, we had pause. We had them shit.
Pull hands off my mustache.
I said, damn. I called that third time. He told me, you can't make that shit. He said, it's my physical, bro. I said, damn, we ain't gonna get him. We'll try this time. I see you pop back. I said, all right, cool, he gonna come through. So, well, I appreciate we appreciate that, but it was just kind of.
So wait, I thought you meant at first he had a doctor's visit.
Okay, I'm back. If I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. It might not be right then, but I'm coming.
This is some dudes I know, cause you know the rapport. You don't gotta see everybody all the time to know. Like, so, I mean, Jay came and did a show, and I had to go. My son might have wanted to go. And that shit was automatic with him, like boom. And like I ain't sat in the room with him in years, only when we was on the same label. You know what I mean? But like they got that, and boom, you know what I mean? So dudes know the vibe. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna let him come. Black, the Roots came through. When people come through, they always be showing that love. You know what I'm saying? And that's that because we got that vibe. Even coming on the show, cats, be coming on talking whatever, and I'm like, yeah, I remember we used to run, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so.
Yeah, I don't even do these joints. Let me tell you something. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, I'm definitely doing it.
Oh,
no. I don't mess with a lot of these joints.
Yo, you got children too?
No, Cypher, man, not yet. Chuck D just had, I think, not mistaken, Chuck D just had a kid not too long.
Who?
You know?
Who?
Chuck D.
Public Enemy, Chuck D. He had a
Can you imagine
that, though?
Oh, you thought he had?
Hey, listen.
He had another one.
He had another one.
You know what's going to be? Can you imagine Chuck D having sex, though?
Oh, no. Here comes another one.
Yeah.
Yo,
Mr. C podcast? What's going on?
You got to fight.
about to pop again. No, he'd be like, turn around. Let me bust again. Yo, they just come and dance and shit. Hey, Flav come. Hey.
You better fight it.
Hey, and Flav come through. Don't believe the hype. He dancing around the room naked. That's gonna fuck the vibe up too.
Yeah.
Yo, Chuck D and Chuck D tearing that ass up, and Flav is dancing through the room. Ooh, that shit ain't gonna work, yo. That shit's gonna be a little wild.
He said, I ain't having no more kids. You better shut it down. You better shut it.
This one gonna turn to the. I think he want to be Chuck D. Yo, he said he do all the shit. Shut it down with the whole crew. They got 4 dancers coming while he tearing that up from the back. Here come 4 motherfuckers.
Oh my god,
it's wild, man.
Hey, listen, man. I'm putting that in the show now because you just.
Oh shit! See, now we have to see that. Here come another one.
Big shout to Chuck D. Big shout to Chuck D, the hip hop gods, man. Big shout to y'all, man.
No question.
Good guy, good brother, man. Always been a good.
No question, man.
Have you ever bombed at a comedy show?
Hey, listen. One thing about comedy is you gotta eat a biscuit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
you're
true.
not a comedian if you don't eat a biscuit.
Yeah, that's true.
And it measures who you are after you eat a biscuit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The first time I ate a biscuit, it was very hard for me, man. I was curled up for like 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Because coming from where I come from, I'm not used to that. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot.
I leave with a W every night. When I get on any rap stage, I'm leaving with a W every night. You know, but comedy is funny. Yeah, I went there one night. I tore some place up one night. Then the next night I went, and I was like, they were like, okay. I was like, oh, all right, okay.
Yeah, that's the rough part.
Okay, that's it. I was like, all right.
Laughing is either.
I said, damn, I think I just ate a biscuit. He said, nah, man, you was all right, man. It was just, it's the crowd tonight. That's what it is. That's how comedy is, man. Listen, I don't care who you are. I've seen Charlie Murphy. God bless.
Once you get
a few Charlie Murphy, man, get booed at a stadium.
Yeah, let me tell you. Go ahead, man.
Once you get a few people laughing, though, like laughing is contagious. But it's kind of just, you got to get those few going.
I'm roasting.
Crickets. So what the crickets? The crickets are contagious too.
Let me tell you, true. I'm gonna walk around with the cricket. I'm gonna get one of them motherfuckers laughing. Let me tell you, one thing you said earlier.
Crickets are
Because
contagious.
somebody once asked me, yo, you always been snapping or whatever all your life, whatever, and funning up, saying shit, whatever. And I told him, growing up, I was like, yo, I used to know how to fight. I mean, not used to know how, I know how to fight. So, because some people couldn't even take that shit. So, they had, listen, there was one cat real quick named Charlie Bass, skinny in the motherfucking Q-tip, right? Boy, like, hey, the motherfucker said, you gotta stop talking about my mother. I said, yo, dog, I'm roasting the fuck out of it. That's what we did, He said, I'm telling you, if you say one more word, I'm slapping the shit out of you. That's how he talks. So that's why I'm talking like that. Skinny dude. You know, I'm big man, then I'm, you know, ripped up, like maybe punch a hole through a brick wall type shit. Right? This motherfucker said, I said something else, man. Skinny motherfucker said, caught me from, I wouldn't even look because I'm thinking like, no, he ain't gonna touch me. That little skinny motherfucker said, blah, from the side, right? I went, right, and chased him. The motherfucker jumped in my car. I'm just like 17 or something. He jumped in my car and locked all the doors. Like maybe I'm 18. He locked all the doors. This little nigga in my car. I'm going off like, I'm like, yo, the fuck how much I'm killing you. I don't want to break my window or do none of that.
That's why he jumped in your car.
Oh, he knew.
Yeah.
But the way this Charlie Bass skinny ass hit all them shits. He see my ass try. That motherfucker hit him and stayed in it.
On the lock.
Like
he smacked you. He smacked the lock like he smacked you.
Yo, so I'm saying, so peep this. So then the people, my boys around, so they like, yo, yo, show you gotta let him get out, man. You know, just let him get out the car. Don't do nothing, whatever. I said, yo, because I want him to get out. I got my keys in there. I ain't got the keys. Everything's in there. I said, okay. So I'll calm down. Then when he got out, yo, I never even seen a motherfucker run that fast. Like, yo, I was playing football in high school at that time, college at that time. This motherfucker was like, phew. I said,
that fear make you run fast.
So peep this. So now,
he said, fear make you run fast.
No question. See, he be motherfuckers know elbows to chin, right?
He's fucking out.
But
if you think about it, that was the safest place for him to be.
Get lower and lower.
Peep this. So now we go to a concert months later. Man, I want to say it was the Jacksons. You know, I was some young shit. I was like 17, whatever, 18. So now we a crew, you know, Mattapan Connection type thing, whatever. And the whole place is packed. The whole place is packed. Because I think it was the Jacksons. It was some crowded, crazy shit. And I tell the whole crew, because we used to play that open neck shit too. Like, you know, smack fire out of some shit. So we up here, there are thousands of people. I tell my man, I said, yo, I'm about to get this dude Cleveland slap, right? So he's Skinny Charlie. This was a month or so later. He done forgot about all that. You know, thought I forgot, whatever. He's standing there. I came from. You could see me if you in the crowd. You probably could see me with my shit to the back, and smacked him so hard, right? He dropped to the ground. And I did a little fake, let him chase me around a little circle. But yo, I'm telling you, the whole entire Civic Center, them shit, you can hear the roar of laughter once I slap. I'm telling you, you know, it's about 30 of us with the same T-shirts on, so you know they all eyes on us. But when I slapped this dude, you thought it was like a comedy. I mean, I looked around like, oh shit. I let him, like I said, let him get the fake chase. You know what I mean? Because I'll beat the hell out of him. But I was still mad that you slapped me. So, but I mean, I got it back, so it was like that. But you know, hey, what's up, man? Chef Tanya Nicole just slid through. They call her Chef Tanya Nicole but she ain't never made me a bowl or no cake, muffin, corn, or bread. Yo, she made me a bowl of brownies.
Yeah, brownies. I don't
know about a bowl.
But I was looking. She made me a pan of brownies when I was looking for steak.
Good brownies.
Hey, we be smoking that rock if you and drinking, man. Sometimes you just go off with a little something, man. It's I know I can hang out. I know I can hang out with you for real. Like, or some like, yo, it should be one of them, like one of them shows or something. You gonna be out there. I'm going to come up there and change it for a couple of
you got to hit me on the jack like, yo, man, I'm in the area.
Yo, for real, though. You don't even know.
You got to come on up against what happens.
You don't even know. I'm going to run up there real quick and be like, yo, they going to think we a little team, baby. Where these dudes come from?
Hey, listen, it ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Let me tell you something. One thing I learned about that joint, the more natural and real it is,
right?
That's how people are more receptive to those comedy stages. Everybody goes up there trying to be somebody else. You got to go up there and be natural, man. Be transparent for people to see who you are. Once they see who you are, they accept it. They argue what you're saying.
Let me tell you something. Yo, pause. Let me tell you. I swear to God, I be one of them dudes who think like, you know, when you used to see Fred Sanford and Grady, like I would never had a problem, even to this day, playing them old dudes. Like, you know what I mean? Because think about how immensely popular they were. And they was old by then, you know what I mean? And they was like having fun, like and playing them roles. Like that shit's crazy. Me and Premier talk like that.
They probably like you know, sitting around with a bottle on the table.
You know what I mean?
Probably playing some cards and laughing.
75.
And smoking.
Be like, yo, we getting this money at 75 years old. This shit's fucking crazy. You know what I mean? That shit, it's real though. It's natural, like you said, for those people. And I think like that. I be like, I could be an old motherfucker like, yo, doing comedy.
Almost
like,
definitely. I'm going to be. I'm going to be.
Hey, yo, you see what I'm saying? He making records and shit. We try to talk, right? But yo, what's that shirt say? That shit's dope. What it say?
Property Positive K.
Yo.
New choice. Go online, shoppositivek.com. Hit shoppositivek.com and get your joints posted up, and I'll repost it. Let's have some fun.
Yo, dope.
All your fans out there, all you people who's listening.
You gotta send them. Hey, you gotta send us a couple of them shits, man.
I'll send you some joints.
We'll do it for real.
Tell you people, text me the address, and I have my brother off.
He will. Mr. D also films videos like on high level. So that's why, you know what I'm saying, like, we put some shit like that on it. But when you put your arms up like that, I didn't know if it was a penguin or a gym teacher.
Looks like a...
Dude said,
looks like an old state property shirt.
That shirt is dope, though. I seen it earlier, so I'm like, yo, you know what I mean? That's dope. And today we know the merch game is always... I wish I had the merch game back then.
I do very well out there with that, you know?
No question.
Pretty consistent.
No question. Right. Yo, so listen, what you up to these days? Just really heavy comedy or just moving or?
Heavy comedy and shows and just making songs and trying to find the right music, the right song, the right concepts. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm doing, you know? Mm-hmm. I got some cameras in here, you know, some little 7Ds and some Sony NX cams, the small time stuff, just to you know, keep me occupied. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah, well, listen. What y'all drinking the cinnamon? They over there drinking the cinnamon, the fireballs. You know what I'm saying?
Ah, man, I can't mess with that. I'm gonna tell you, before Charlie Murphy passed, I turned him on the fireballs. He was like, "I've never had this." I said, "Get the hell out of here." He said, "I've never ever had this. This is my new joint. This is my new shit. Oh, I'm drinking this every day. This is my new joint." I said, "Charlie, it's Fireball, man. It's Fireball." Yeah, but after I heard about the antifreeze situation, I left that alone. You know?
Yeah, that fucking Fireball.
I'm not in the antifreeze.
That Fireball shit is some syrup shit. But like, yo, Chef Tanya, man, you know what I'm saying? No, she got a question. Oh, no, before she asks that question, I want to ask you one question.
Oh, boy.
You know what I'm saying? This is something that we do.
Oh, boy.
This is something that we do, and we ask that you do it, please. If you could take a moment to name your 10 favorite MCs. Your 10 favorite MCs. Your 10 favorite MCs. You can say all 10 of them. Make sure you include me. Well, go ahead, sir.
It don't have to be the top 10.
They don't
go down, man.
Yeah, they don't got to be your top 10.
Just 10
dudes you like.
My favorite 10 with this right now. I love it was DLB.
Who?
Phyllis 4. DLB from the Phyllis 4.
Okay.
DLB. I like Grandmaster Cash, Millie Mel. LA Sunshine was definitely a favorite of mine. I go with definitely Big Daddy Kane. I'm going with gotta go KRS. Go with my brother Grand Pooba, one of my favorites. Going with let's go with some of the new guys. Gotta go with Biggie. You know, gotta go with Pac. I'm going to do some of the new cats. I like J. Cole. I like Lupe Fiasco.
Love it.
Definitely gonna go with Guru.
Well,
gotta do Guru. Definitely one of my favorites. Now it gets a little tight right now, you know? It's a little tight. I gotta go to females now. I gotta say females, gotta put light in there. Gotta do MC Light. Gotta do MC Light.
14, yeah. Shit, you gave.
Where am I at now?
You gave us 14 joints, son.
Oh,
yo, I'm like, there. You was the longest one. Like I was like, yo, go ahead, bring on. You did a script and a half, but yo,
take it.
You know what I'm saying? It's still dope though. We appreciate all that, man. And you ripped right through it, cause sometimes cats be like, I be like, yo, you and this one other young dude like ripped through that, like. You know what I mean? Everybody else just, I don't know what it is.
Well, I think because most times people ask you.
I didn't even cover what I wanted to cover, like, you know, the Raheem, I didn't know, you know, Shyrock, Queen Lisa Lee.
Here we go.
You know, I didn't get down to the nitty gritty of things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, word.
You know?
He's a fan. There's a lot of people out there.
Nah. That's positive K. What your man got to do with me? I'm not trying to hear that.
Look, you out, boy.
What you want to ask?
any music out there right now that like you're listening to that people might be surprised that you like an artist or?
I do a lot of. I keep it old school, me myself. You know, I listen to some James Taylor. I like James Taylor. You know that.
Me too.
Damn,
me too.
Traffic's jam.
Yo, me too.
How
For
I
real.
hate to be late.
Yo,
that goes so slow. I gotta get home for myself. I get cold.
That dude is he's
that's
so
country.
He's so smooth.
Country western.
And he's so smooth. He's so smooth and effortless. But his shit is a country thing with some soul in it. You know, it ain't that little.
Yeah, I like James Taylor. He's soulful.
It ain't that vibrato shit at the bottom of it like country. His shit is. I'm telling you, I was a kid like, yo, who is this dude? And he'll sit down right here, right, all that, and play that shit smooth like mad songs that sound good. Yeah. You don't ever see him straining or nothing. This motherfucker
it's just easy. He's just Sunday morning.
Yeah, for real. He nice. You know what I'm saying? So, you got anything else you want to ask him?
No, other than what are your socials?
That's all I'm trying to say.
How can the people get in touch with you?
Reach out to me, +_K_. That's Instagram and Twitter. +_K_ Instagram and Twitter. Official +K on Facebook. You can find me on the rest of them. Follow me. I follow everybody back. And I tell everybody at the end of every interview, fellas, if you friend request me with your shirt off, I'm just blocking you.
Fuck out of him. Yo,
I like that he has to put that out. That means that he's gotten many of those requests.
Yo,
you have no right to be sending those shirts off to me on no friend request.
Somebody just sent me one of them Fred Flintstone shits. I was like, yo, when I look, I said, yo, wait a minute, man. Yo, why you sending that shit to me, son? You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this about? You know?
There's something about you.
He trying to Houdini a motherfucker. Yeah, he got a cowboy hat on, no shirt. I'm like, yo, son.
No, you know what
I'm like, man, our friends, what?
Man.
I mean, I got enough of them shits.
Wrong page.
Hey, listen, man. We appreciate you coming through, man. Shit was beautiful. Just to chop it up with you, man, you know. Keep, you know what I'm saying, keep pushing, man. I hope to see you soon, too. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And, we gonna put one in so we can get them shirts. You know what I mean?
Listen, send me the sizes. I'll get them out to you.
All right? Because, I mean,
they
said, somebody said, I mean, no offense, but do y'all sell turtlenecks? No.
Nah, we don't sell. We don't
sell
you
wildin'. Yo, you wildin', son. Yo, you wild, man. Yo.
Right.
Hey, we appreciate you.
Hey, listen. You know I got it over. You know I can do it.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, dude, we be some
good standing here.
Yo,
we be,
we could be some. I'm telling you, we could be somewhere and just go. We could go. I'm telling you, and you just because, and someone probably think it's part of the show. Like, if you really go, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm telling you, I'm with that all day. You know, you did something your whole life. You know what I mean? And you had to hear everything.
It's effortless. It's effortless. That's what you're good at.
And plus, you had to hear everything. First of all, you got to be the one to be able to take all that other shit. Once you can take that shit, then it's like, okay, you know.
Oh, yeah, listen. First thing you got to do is snap on yourself.
Yeah.
Get that out the way.
Get out.
Once you get...
I'll tell a motherfucker quick, yeah, I got a big head or what's something, or I got a gap, man. Once you remove that, then they're like, oh, well, you know what I mean? Then I'm going to say some crazy shit.
Yeah, now you can't hurt me.
You know what I mean?
You can't hurt me.
If you like, yo, I mean, that shit where, it's funny he said that, because that shit works so many goddamn times. Oh, nigga, what, my head? What? You know what I mean? And then you make a joke, and now they're like, shit, I was about to say that. You know? Now what?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you done.
It's
you disarmed them. You disarmed them.
Man, we appreciate you coming through, man. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, thank
you. Thanks for having me.
Like I said,
anytime.
Here we are, Danger Zone, episode 35. You know what I'm saying? Big Shug, Mr. DL, Third Mike, Chef Tanya Nicole, and with the picks, Danger Zone picks, we got Rhea Love. They brought in from the satellite, you know what I'm saying? So she can land over there and, you know, and connect. So, how we do last week?
Not bad. You were 8-8. I was 8-8. Tanya did good. She did 11-5. And then DL is still beating everybody with 12-4.
Oh, yes.
Oh, close.
Yeah.
Fucking NFL master over here. What do you guys think?
Right?
Okay.
You think you need to know the?
Your beginner's luck is about to change.
You think you need to know the quarterback of your favorite team's name?
So,
nah.
Do you think you need to know anything about football? Well, actually, I do know about football. I was a cheerleader, but
you do know football. I don't even want to give y'all a question that'll just flunk you out.
Flunk me out.
Listen, I know the general.
Okay,
not
here we go.
the NFL. We change the rules every year, and I gotta be up on stuff.
I'll give you something from 20 years ago.
Okay, I know what 1st and 10 means.
You do?
Okay.
What about 4th and 1? What does that mean?
This is the last play you got to make something happen.
Or else what?
Or else the other team's gonna get the ball, basically.
So,
Well, you're right.
yeah, see, they lost. See.
Oh.
Okay, all right, well, yeah, answer.
You wouldn't really go on.
So you're the 4th and 1.
4th and inches?
Yeah, 4th and 1. So what are you doing? First of all, what are you doing?
It would be the 4th down.
Hold on, wait a minute. What would you do?
Right, that's the
What would
4th
you
down.
do? What would you do?
I don't know.
It's 4th. Yo,
I don't know.
well, you already answered your question about football.
I don't know.
Yo, I know you know. So.
You punch on 4th and 1?
Yeah, well, you know now.
Did you punch on 4th and 1?
Yes, of course. Unless I got Big Sugar in the backfield at a young age, but so.
Or you got Tom Brady with a QB sneak.
So listen, to this date, do you have our records?
Yes. So, Pop, you are 15, 16, and 1 tie.
Okay.
Okay, I'm 14, 17, and 1 tie. Tanya is 19 and 12 with the 1 tie. And DL is 20 and 11 with 1 tie.
Okay. Wow. So,
yeah.
This week,
I'm just lucky.
This week coming up, we're going to go to, what game you got? We're going to go to Tanya first. No, we can go to you, and then you go to Tanya. We'll go around,
Okay, so it's Thursday night is the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. I went first last time.
Huh?
I went first last time.
Well, go ahead. You
and I did really
I'll
bad.
go with the Steelers.
She's picking the Steelers.
Okay. Steelers.
What about you?
The Browns.
I'm going Browns because Cleveland should have won last week, but I believe they'll win this week, especially against the Steelers, who look goofy as shit next to the Patriots. So, who do you got?
I'm gonna go Browns too, because the Browns were doing pretty good. Okay, then we got the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers.
I'm gonna go with Saints.
Panthers.
I'm going to go Panthers.
Okay.
I see what's going on here.
And I'm gonna go Saints.
No, you know me. I have the explanation, so I'll tell you why. See, you're saying them, but I'm going to tell you why. Because
I'll tell you why after you say why.
No, well, go ahead. You say it. It's impossible for you to do that. See what I'm saying? To get the choice, because there's a reason for it. You know what I'm saying? As we know. But go ahead.
All right. The next
I went
one
Panthers.
is the Texans and then the Chicago Bears.
So did you choose out of the Panthers?
It shows the Saints.
Saints? And you were what? Who was she?
Saints.
Oh,
Saints,
and we were Panthers. Okay. All right. So who do you got now? I'm sorry. Rhea?
We got the Texans
Against
and
the
the
Bears.
Chicago Bears.
I'm gonna go with the Bears.
Texans.
Man, it's kind of tough because the Bears are kind of all right, but the Texans are goofier. But it's probably the Texans' week this week. You know? Yeah, for sure, 100%. You know?
Let's go Bears.
Yeah, the Bears.
I'm gonna go Bears.
Let's go
Bears
Bears.
last week it was
Bears.
horrible. But go ahead. Oh,
All right, then
who snuck their head in over there? Yo, who snuck your head in? You can put your head in real quick. Say what's up. Put your head in there. You already linked over. What's up? Yo, that's my grandson Zeke. Hey, Zeke, what up?
I can't hear you. Yeah.
Yo, what's up, man?
Hi.
What's
Oh,
up?
what's your
Okay.
Oh, now you
He's a baritone.
now you're all quiet
Hey.
now. Yo, now you're quiet. Hi. How are you? How's it going? You good?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your stage right now? Yo. Huh?
I'm not scared.
He said, "I'm not scared."
You're not scared?
He's eating. He just
Yo,
wants to say,
what
"Quick
about
hello."
this though? What about this?
Wow, so scary.
No, what about that?
He's talented.
Gasp, I'm so scared.
Can you,
Is it gonna fall?
hey,
Big Suge, I think that's the next actor in the family.
no, you think that's the next actor? Wait till you see the next one. Oh boy, and I've been doing this since they were all kids.
Balancing water or training them?
Everything.
Everything sticks to his head.
He got the Big Suge like deep voice.
I used to put it on him. Though he's just right now. He got the light. The world's gonna know him now.
Yeah, we should have made him say Boricua.
But Equa, I know he know what time it is. They got the little Spanish in them. They know what time it is. What you got now? Who we dealing with?
Kansas City and the Indianapolis Colts. I'm going KC all day.
KC.
I'm going KC too. I mean.
You know what? I'm gonna go KC too.
And the reason why everyone should go KC, man, Indianapolis Colts are a bag of trash. They're 0-2. They didn't score any points last week. It's horrible. It's a horrible situation. So, what do we got next?
Got the Bills and the Dolphins. That's gonna be a good game. That's gonna be a good game.
I'm gonna go. This one breaks.
To me, it's easy.
Yeah, it's always easy for you, Big
I mean,
Suge.
I feel that
I'm going with my heart. But
one's a impossible, but
I'm going with the Bills.
Bills.
I was gonna go with the Dolphins.
But you know what though? That's the sneak peek.
Because it's sneaky though. They like
They're doing good.
I mean, now last week dude threw for 6 touchdowns. You know what I mean? They came back against the Ravens. They were down 35-7 or something. Then they came back and beat them.
Didn't they?
You know what I mean? But I'm the Bills.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right, now we got the Lions and the Vikings. I'm going the Lions. The Vikings were trash.
Well, you know what I say every week?
What are you going?
I say the Lions never win games, but this week they're gonna win. I'm going Lions.
Yep.
I'm a Lions.
I'm going Minnesota.
Oh.
Because
Did
they
you
looked
watch
so stupid last week that they
gotta get better.
They can't.
was so
I mean, they got Dalvin Cook still. They still got the wide receivers over there. And that, man, nah. It's just they gotta get it, man. I'm going Minnesota.
That was the most ridiculous game. Anyway, so we got the Ravens and the Patriots at home. At home.
What you?
I'm going
The Patriots, even though I don't want to root for them.
Where you at?
It saddens me.
She's Patriots. Where you at?
I'm going Ravens this week. I went Patriots last week. I'm saying Ravens.
I'm going Patriots again too. You know, I figured like last week they're coming right along, and now they got to deal with my man over there, Lamar Jackson.
Especially
but we'll see.
at home,
I think they're gonna be ready.
They'd be crazy
Go ahead.
at home. I think that's the push they need.
Who you got?
I'm going with the Pats.
All right. So what we got next?
We got the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets.
Bengals.
Man, the Jets had an incredible game last week, man. It was phenomenal. Yeah, I can't believe they beat somebody the way they beat them. It was so much guts. Cincinnati's offensive line is fucking trash. I'm going Jets, man.
I'm going Jets as well. The Bengals haven't been doing that great.
You see your man.
All right,
Craig
next
G?
we got the Las Vegas Raiders and the Tennessee Titans.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Raiders, Titans.
Raiders, Titans.
Raiders and Titans.
Raiders.
Raiders.
Titans. Who you fighting? The Titans.
I'm gonna go the Titans too. I keep wanting them to win.
See a thumb come up.
Yo, your son said gasp.
I know.
Hold up, man. There's too many movies. There's too much movies going on.
Too many movies.
I can see an Oscar in his future.
That's like
You should see the other one.
That's like Unleash Me.
That's what Big Shook said before, that we should see the other one.
Yeah.
She'll be next week. She'll be the
It's a kid a week. I'm glad it's only 2.
Of the guest.
No. Yo, who you got?
All right, we got the Eagles and we got the Washington Commanders.
Oh, that's easy for me.
Eagles.
What are you? Look like Ed Sullivan.
Washington Commanders.
Eagles.
Yeah.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Up in the sky.
Where's the game?
Huh?
In Washington.
Where is it? It's at Washington.
Yeah, I'll let it pull one off.
It's outside, man. The Eagles.
All right, next we got the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Chargers. They broke my heart last week, but it's okay.
That was a good game.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Did you watch it?
It was like intense.
It was good.
I was like on the edge of my seat. I was like, okay. They did some wrestling move, which was crazy. I'm like, does he have a concussion? Somebody watch him. What? It was. It was like from the bottom, from the feet, grabbed him.
I'm just doing face stretches.
Uh-huh.
Who are they playing
The Rock
against?
could have been playing.
Who?
Smoked a lot of
The
weed.
Jaguars?
Jaguars. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Jaguars.
Jaguars.
yeah. Yo. And who is it again?
Chargers.
The
Jaguars
Chargers.
and
Come on, you got
Chargers.
Herbert. You got that team's crazy right now. You got
He's making faces. He's not even
Mac. You got Mac on the other side on the defense. That's gonna be nasty. Yeah, Chargers all day. Let's get it popping.
Yeah, I think Chargers.
Austin Eckler, all them. They banging.
All right, so now we got the Rams and the Cardinals.
Rams.
I'll go Rams.
Cardinals.
I'm going Cardinals as well.
Yeah, they pulled out
They-
last week on some.
they
funky
pulled
shit.
out,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was beautiful.
All right, next we got the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh,
Got birds.
Two bird teams, Tanya.
Birds.
Falcons. I'm going.
Wait, Seahawks at Atlanta, right?
No, other way.
Oh,
So the Falcons are at Seattle.
I'm gonna go with Seattle then.
Seattle here too.
Seattle.
She didn't say.
Did you say anything?
No.
Just thinking.
You know, Falcons, just to be different.
Falcons.
All right. Sorry. Thank you so much.
You know,
We have the.
he's
go ahead.
He's gonna be in trouble. No,
It's already in trouble.
yo, shit. Who you got?
We got Green Bay and Tampa Bay.
Packers. I'm going Packers.
I'm going Packers.
I'm
Tom
going,
Brady.
I gotta go Tampa. He's out. Hey,
Tampa.
he's out one of his big guns too. He's out. Mike Evans is out. You know what I mean? Because he suspended for a game and fined a game check, $62,000. Man, $62,000. Wow. So yeah, I'm going Tom still though. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
He had
Yep,
a
I
meltdown
agree.
Last week I saw.
That's what's out that old shit.
That's what I
Who
never
you
liked
got?
about Tom Brady was his attitude. He's great, but it's just attitudes. Stop yelling at your own teammates.
Okay.
You're on camera right now.
You gotta get amped. You gotta get him to get amped. Come on.
Depends what you're yelling at them for, I think.
It depends what you're yelling at. This is football, man, not ballet.
No, I'm not saying
Right.
that, but like
Yelling at everyone
if
and for
you
everything.
fucked up, then yo, somebody gotta check you.
But they know, but it's for some it's a form of motivation, because if you're the quarterback, you get hit. You don't get sacked. You might get sacked twice, but you got hit like 20 times. At just some point, you're like, damn, what the fuck?
You're like,
You know what I
are
mean?
your eyes open?
Or you
are
can't,
you watching the game?
get open, and then you know, or you keep. Sometimes shit we don't know. You got those players running the wrong routes. Bad stuff be happening. You know, you got
Yeah,
at
maybe
this
he
point.
ran the wrong place.
You put it, yeah. You put in what you get out, and probably he feels like he puts in more. It's probably he wouldn't be a coach after he finishes. But go ahead. What else we got? We good?
Okay, we got the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos.
I'm going Niners.
I'm going the Niners as well. Yep. Jimmy G all day.
To the Broncos.
I like
going
that.
Niners,
Jim
too.
G.
I'm going Niners too, man. 'Cause Jimmy's back in the saddle. They're gonna play for him for these next few. Watch.
He back in the saddle. Let's
He's
go.
about to, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He got the big Z again.
Nah,
He's
nah,
obsessed.
And now Monday night is the Cowboys at the New York Giants.
I told you. Giants
Giants.
undefeated all year.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Giants. Even though that Cowboys look good last week.
My choice will always be Giants.
Sorry, cuz
Giants.
it's gonna be a battle
What you
this
got?
weekend.
Cowboys.
Ooh, 2 weeks in a row. She went Cowboys 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else you got?
That's it.
Oh, that's it?
That's it.
Yo, we are finito with the picks. I wasn't gonna say pixito.
Finito with the picos.
I was like, we are finito. Imagine that with the pixitos. That would be like stupid.
People.
But anyway, yo, we appreciate you coming through. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a third world type thing, because we got,
You said there's a third world type thing. What you mean by that?
We got different, backgrounds.
Third world?
We all different, man. It ain't
The
like
whole
Listen, you
world,
just kicked me
not
with your
third
big
world.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm a big person, kid.
Listen, my feet are barely touching the ground, and you
little,
kicked me.
man. I'm mad little.
I am little. 5'1.5".
All right, so that's the week 3 picks. The NFL.
Yo, we got the week 3 picks in with Rhea Love. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you. And, with the guest appearance from Zeke. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we know what it is, man.
Thank you.
And we're going to remember Gasp. Yo, that's way too many movies. You understand?
Yeah.
Yo.
Smart kid.
All right, man. Yo, I'm going to holler
Good,
at
SAT
you.
words.
We'll catch you next
All
week
right.
on the picks. We'll see how we did. Everybody tune in, man.
All right.
It's a football Sunday. And we'll catch you next time, Ree.
Peace.
All right.
Later.
Bye.
Later. Can I get a little bit of this? No, it didn't go that far. It was
He
only-
got the microphone like the microphone.
Nah,
the
I wasn't even
fireball.
holler that in there. Yeah. Go ahead. Right there. That's it. Yeah, don't do that again.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So this week, man, listen. This week's stupid as hell, man. It's stupid as hell. Now, in Georgia, this comes from Georgia, man. A Morgan Country school bus driver fired and arrested after pushing siblings, 6 and 10-year-olds, for refusing to sit at the back of the bus. Parents say the kids always sit in the front for the kids they always sit in the front, the kids that are their age.
Yeah.
But for some reason, this is online as well, you can find it where the bus driver's pushing the kids, telling them to get to the back of the bus, right? In 2022. It's a very short story, but this week's stupid as hell is James O'Neal, who was fired and arrested after pushing the kids on the bus.
He pushed them?
Yes, he pushed more than once. And the thing about it, you stupid because, and also insensitive, because why would you even put your hands on someone's kids, and then why would you tell them to go to the back of the bus? But they arrested you, you fired, so now you're going to have to figure it out. But this week, James O'Neal, you're stupid as hell.
He's stupid as hell.
Stupid as hell. So, wasn't there a coach in the NFL, NBA, that said some stupid as hell shit this week, some racist shit this week?
Sarner, he's an owner.
Owner.
Sarner, I don't know his first name. He's actually put together something to sell both teams. He owns 2 teams. You know what I mean? But they suspended him a year and $10 million, something like that. You know what I mean? So
Of all the leagues to be racist against black people, you picked the NBA.
But I mean, that's what's wrong with that type of racism, because it's all over the place. But sometimes people talk too much and put their feet in their mouth.
Yeah.
Because what comes out of your mouth, a lot of times what you're thinking does come out of your mouth. Yeah, everything you're thinking doesn't come out of your mouth, but some things do. So, the way you do everything, the way you do anything is the way you do everything. It's that simple.
It is that simple.
James O'Neal, you stupid as hell.
You stupid as hell. You know what else is simple? Hitting that like button, subscribing, sharing the Danger Zone podcast, leaving a comment.
No question.
Let us know who you think's gonna win in the football games.
So?
And who's getting a chicken dinner.
Yeah, because, and listen, when we bring you hip-hop, stories, song, and more, all types of shit, and sports, everything up in here. We appreciate y'all coming through this week, though.
Yes.
Episode 35.
36.
36.
Nope, 35.
35.
35.
Oh, yeah, that's
35.
right. She trying to...
Yeah, she's living in the future.
Hey.
35.
And she tried to tell me 35, but it's not. Mm-hmm.
It is 35.
Yo, it's 35 though, not 36.
Not
Yeah.
36.
35. We can rent a car.
Appreciate
Big
you
Shug
coming
is not
through.
36.
You know what I'm saying? It's Big Shug.
Chef Tiny Nicole.
Mr. DL.
Thanks for coming through, man. Checking out the Danger Zone,
La
man.
Zona del Peligro.
Remember, excuses have no purpose, so don't make them.
Don't make them.
And, you know what I'm saying? As we grow, we glow. You know what it is. Peace, peace.
On my dark days, I chopped crack on a regular. Ran up in spots and clapped on a regular. Took big fat ass stacks from the register. No matter how hard they tried, they still couldn't measure the hard I have. You juke when I stab. Grands in my pocket and still caught a cab.